Hey everyone, welcome to the 2026 Spring Flag Football Parent Meeting. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully by the end you feel comfortable with the league and what you can expect. My name is Craig Chambers. I'm the Recreation Coordinator. Just wanted to let you know a little bit about myself. I have a family. I have a 5-year-old all the way up to 14, so I've experienced all the kind of different ages. I grew up playing sports. I've coached all my kids, and so I wanted to let you know I can relate to you. The season you're probably in with your kids and football, whatever league that they're in, whatever age bracket. Um, my email address is cchambers@postfalls.gov, and there's my phone number 208-262-7352. Team request policy. Note that we're not able to accommodate team requests. If you did put in a request for a friend or for a coach, I did try to honor those requests, but also know that it's not necessarily going to happen every season or every league. There's a lot of times just too much to try to worry about when people are requesting coaches and friends. Our goal really is to just encourage the kids to meet new teammates, and there's a lot of different coaching styles. So we try to get them to be open to that as they grow up in different leagues and stuff. They're going to have to eventually be listening to coaches in different ways. So I thank you guys for understanding this year. I do believe I was able to get most requests in. Different exceptions to those requests actually include siblings, always placed on the same team, coaches, the kids are guaranteed to be on the parents' team that's coaching, and then sponsorship kids are placed on the sponsor team. A little bit to what's next. Information you'll receive are schedules. So all schedules will be available after our coaches meeting. All game schedules will be posted on our website the next day after coaches meetings. That doesn't necessarily help you until you find out what team you're on, but just know that everything will be posted on our website. So if you ever get stuck or need a schedule, go on our website and you'll be able to find that. Please read the parent letter that I'm going to be sending out. That also will have important dates on there. Rosters, your coach will be the one provided the rosters. We don't email rosters to the parents, so just the coaches receive that roster, and then they reach out to the team. In regards to picture schedule, that'll be posted on our website. If you do have any questions about the pictures, we ask that you please contact Dorian directly, and that's their website right there, and then the Dorian phone number. So if anything happens after pictures and we've already passed them out and you don't receive them, you'll need to contact them. If you have any questions about being there or makeup pictures, that's also who you'll contact. Okay, so we're going to start with the Start Smart. So Start Smart's our youngest league. So if you have someone in that league, we'll go over kind of what that's going to look like. All those games are played at Warren Field still. So all of our games are played at Warren Field in Post Falls. The Start Smart will be playing on the North Field every Saturday, and that field's going to be divided by east and west. So once you get your schedule, you'll be able to see where you're at. We split the Start Smart up into pre-K. We'll have 2 teams for pre-K and then 2 teams for K. Those 2 teams will be the ones that scrimmage each other for the 6 weeks. What that looks like is, and all the games are going to be 9 a.m. on that north field, so that time will not change, 9 a.m. There's no practices for the Start Smart during the week. Games are ran, and the practices will go from the coaches practicing to the coaches will run the scrimmage between the 2 games, and that just looks like a fun. A lot of times, the coaches will come up with like games for them to do. It might not look exactly like a what you would see the first and second graders playing where there's refs. It might look more like an activity or a challenge against each other. It's really trying to keep the kids engaged after that first 25 minutes of practice. There'll be a little bit of competition, but by that time, a lot of times the kids are kind of starting to wander a little bit. So the coaches are just going to be doing their best to keep the kids busy. If you have any desire to be an assistant coach, I'd love that. the more parents that we have involved in doing things to help, really the smoother that Start Smart League runs. Just a reminder, bring chairs for the seating. We ask that all parents are sitting on the opposite side of the teams. And I know that's a little bit tough, especially with the younger kids, but it also really has the younger kids focusing on what the coaches are teaching. If you're right there, they're going to want you. So if you can just sit on the opposite side of where the team's set up, that'd be great. And I'll talk a little bit more about that too with older kids. Again, there's 25-minute skills practice, and then it goes to a 25-minute fun play scrimmage with the other team. In the top right-hand corner is what all the Start Smart participants will receive. So all the kids will get their own football, their own set of cones, a kicking tee, flags, and a little manual with some practice skills. First and second, that's where we jump to. We'll have official refs on the field, so they'll be controlling the games. Spectators sit on the opposite side. We already went over that. The first and second that's when they'll start practicing during the week. And note that it's only one practice. So if you have a coach that's asking you guys to be at more than one practice during the week, please reach out to me. That'll be something that I'll reach out to the coach and let them know that we aren't going to be doing more than one practice. There's 6 teams in that league. For third and fourth, not a whole lot changes other than it goes to 2 practices per week. And then there's 8 teams in that league. So we have a large league this year, which is awesome in the third and fourth. The next league up after that's the 5th and 6th. We have 6 teams in that league, and they will also practice 2 times per week. There are some different rule changes with all these divisions. I'm going to leave that up to the coaches to go over those rules. Later on in this slide, I'll show you where you can look at them. But as far as specific, the coaches will know that. 7th and 8th grade, we have 4 teams this year, which is awesome. I reached out to the 7th and 8th grade parents, and you guys did an awesome job of bringing some more kids and family members and stuff so that we were able to make a larger league so that the kids have more teams to play against. They also do practice 2 times per week. Okay, we'll go over a little bit of equipment. Team jerseys, they're the NFL style, so each team in the league, other than the Start Smart, will have an NFL team jersey. Start Smart will get a sponsorship jersey. The 1st through 8th grade will also have sponsorship shorts. The Start Smart will just wear whatever shorts that they want to wear, just as long as they're athletic. We will need every player to have mouth guard. So try to get that done before the first practice. No one will be necessarily monitoring that. We won't have refs or anything, but it's a really good idea to have that already. Football cleats are optional, but I would definitely recommend, if you can, to have some sort of cleat out there. If you have just shoes, there's a lot of slipping going on. Please make sure that there's no spike cleats. A lot of times baseball cleats have spikes on them, so we don't want anyone getting hurt out there. So once we verify all shirts are accounted for, coaches will be the ones to come and pick them up from City Hall, and then they'll distribute them at practice or before your first game at some point. Note that late registration players added after the shirt order, which is by now we've already ordered the shirts, may not receive the correct size. So if you have a kid drop out of on your team and you are a latecomer, you will just have to take whatever size jersey is available. Okay, roles of parents and guardians. So some parent expectations. We'd hope that you cheer for all kids, even if they're on the opposite team. There's been so many times where a kid who maybe doesn't get a lot of touchdowns or scores or yardage, when they do something great, if they hear a ton of cheering for them, that makes their day and it lights up their face. So it's so awesome to see that. So if you can just keep that in mind, even though you're competing against someone, it's okay to cheer and make a kid's day. Please let coaches coach. I know most of the coaches out there, and they're all great people. They're all doing it to try to teach the kids and try to have the kids have as much fun as possible. So please let them do what they're out there to do. If you have an issue with how they're coaching and want to talk to me, my number's at the bottom there, the 208-262-7352. One thing that I would ask you guys to do is, if there's something going on where you need to talk to me, if you could wait 24 hours if it's not something that needs attention right away. There's been so many times throughout my kids' athletic careers where I've been upset with something, and by the time I wait 24 hours, I can't even remember what it was that I was upset about, and I was glad that I just waited. And then keep in mind just model behavior you want your child to show. So the kids are always looking to the stands. They're always listening. So the better that we can all do about just encouraging, staying positive, not getting down on things, you'd be surprised just how much the kids don't notice, a call that you might think should have gone one way. The kids don't even know. So, and then let's just have fun. So field and facilities, please no dogs allowed on the field. There is an outer parking lot. That's fine to have the dogs there, just not on the field. I ask that you just clean up after the game, look around. A lot of times there's empty Gatorade bottles and stuff like that. If you could just pick those up, that'd help a lot at the end of our day. And check and make sure that you guys have the stuff that you brought to the field. We have a ton of lost and found stuff by the end of the year, and that we end up just giving to the Goodwill. So just make sure that you have everything that you came with. Make sure that you're looking at the street signs. Don't park anywhere that it says not to. There's not a whole lot of area around Warren Field where you can't, but just be mindful of that. Okay, I'm just going to go over some next steps and what you can expect. Some of this stuff I've already gone over, but everything, again, can be found on our website. Just keep checking if you have any questions. It'll be updated by me. You can find the game schedules, rules, code of conduct, picture day schedule, and parents' letter, etc. Please wait for the communication from your coach. Again, you should hear from them. Our coaches meeting is March 12th. So you should hear from them by the end of that week or the next week. If you didn't hear from them, feel free to reach out to me and I can contact them and let them know. Just be prepared, mark your calendar for the season, get the equipment that you need before your first practice. If your kids are bringing out footballs, just have them label them and write their name and number so that we can get them back if they are lost. And same thing with water bottles. Wanted to let you guys know that practice times are determined by your coach. So I don't know any practice times as of yet. I'll know those practice times after the coaches meeting, and then we'll have to sort out what field they're at. They pick it's either going to be at Chase Field or at Warren Field. So different coaches will choose different options, and then they'll let you guys know. If your kid does need cleats, you can come to City Hall. We do have a large collection of cleats, and we donate them. So before you go out and buy them, if you need them, you can stop by here and see what sizes we have. Our rules, I don't go into very many rules on this presentation. That'll be something that I do with the coaches. I do let you guys know where we get them. They are NFL flag rules. I'll try to put a link in the description of the video on YouTube to that. We do have some minor adjustments, so not all the rules you see if you're checking that out will be exact. That'll be something the coaches will know and be explained, and same thing with the refs. This is no concussion. I'll also put this link in the YouTube video if you want to check this out. We let the coaches know at the coaches meeting that if during any practice or any game, if you think a player might have a concussion, for them to just pull that player out right away. So this little quote down here says, "When in doubt, sit them out." So I just hope that you guys understand that the coaches are doing what we're asking them to do, and they have your kid's best interest. So if you see anything otherwise, feel free during a game or a practice to pull your own kid out if you think that might be a possibility. Thank you guys again for watching this video, for attending the parent meeting. Don't hesitate to reach out with any questions or thoughts. I'm always happy to connect. There's my email address again, cchambers@postfalls.gov. or my phone number is 208-262-7352. I'm super excited for this season, you guys, and I will see you out on the field. Thank you.